Hey guys, welcome to Samco Workshop. This is Jason Samko. Today we're going to do a quick overview of my boat that I just bought and got set up and some of the things we did to it. Here it is right here. You may have seen it on my other channel, on my traditional bow hunting and wilderness podcast channel. But I'm putting it on here as well for you too, with a little less detail. There'll be a little more there if you're hunting inclined on that channel. But here we're going to cover some of the things we did to it. This is a 1548 Yamaha G3, Yamaha 25 horse 4-stroke on here. This is also the electric start model, and it does kick up. So when I hit stumps and things, it will automatically kick up. It is not electric trim and tilt. But what's nice is when I hit a stump or a cypress knee, it will swing up out of the way. I have an on-lock lever right here, which allows me to do that. I still have a transom saver coming, bar that will hold that up during transport. And it is, like I said, electric start. The start button is right there. That button is the start button. And it also has pull start as backup. So that's a great thing. And it also has adjustable idle right here too. So I can change that. And I have a lock lever right here where I can lock it in position and have it troll wherever I want in a straight line. So nice features on the motor. What we did is we added in this battery was mounted forward. We moved it back so that I can put my foot there. A lot of times when I'm standing, I straddle the seat and face this way. So I have a foot here and 1 foot there, and I will actually drive that way. Especially lets me see things better. Like I said, this is my 5th John boat. I kind of know how I like them set up. I would have preferred to have these seats go all the way up to here and cut the middle open like I did on my last custom boat. But not being custom and this being a factory bought boat, you don't have those options. So by moving that battery tray, which I wish they wouldn't have screwed down, like I said, gave me a bunch of little holes there, but by moving it back to where it is now, gives me a place here to set my foot at so I can stand and drive and still run a tiller. So it works really good that way. I put a Rule 800 gallon per minute bilge pump in there, comes right up, hose is right here. This is smooth bore hose. There's no ridges inside of it, so it flows very nicely. And I just connected it with a C-clamp. I did not want to drill any holes in my hull and have it pour out that way. So this is the way I've done my other boats, and it works perfect. It's a C-clamp. It sits right on there. It's out of the way and works fantastic there. I did inline fuse all my setup on here. I got my plug down there. My gas can is here, and I also put heavy-duty Gorilla 30-pound outdoor tape, double-sided tape on this, on the feet of this thing, so that it doesn't move and it will stay stationary. You always leave your cap vented, okay? Not, you know, when you put a cap on, you hear it click, okay? You turn it till it clicks, right? Nope, but when you're not here, leave it vented, cracked halfway like that, so that it can actually vent. Otherwise, these things balloon up and change size and you wear them out quicker. But this is, so it is vented and loose for me for when I'm gone for the next week. But this is locked in there with that double-sided tape, little 2-inch by 2-inch pad on each 4 corners of this where the feet are, and that's holding that still. That tape is amazing. I'll show it to you. I have it running. I even have it holding my switches on. I have it holding those brackets on. I use this stuff everywhere. I got at Harbor Freight. Some of the stuff I will put links down below if I can, but this is at Harbor Freight. It was on sale for originally 14 bucks for 10 bucks. Just a little box, had a bunch of foam in it. I pulled the foam out. That's where I'm putting spare parts, my headlamp, my dedicated headlamp, and extra batteries. Again, being in the swamp and being out there in the dark a lot, it's important that I'm going to have a good headlamp. I thought about putting lights on the front like I did on my other boats, and having running 2 LEDs or like a mini light bar up here on the front, right here and here. But the problem with those is they only shine forward, and that's not what I necessarily need. So instead, I'm going a different route, which I will review when I get it. But I have a wicked headlamp coming that will be mainly designed and stay on this boat, and I will put it in here with extra batteries and my GPS in there, and that's just a nice little dry box that'll hold anything I need. My switches are right here. You can see them right there. Made that myself out of angle iron. I think I even showed you a video on how to do it. This loose wire is for my nav lights. At the front of this, I am going to have a red and green light that will be mounted right in the middle, combo red and green, but I have a specific one I wanted, and I ordered it, and it's not here yet. When it comes in, I will mount that, run the wires up, and this will be the wire that is going to connect to that. So I have it all switched in already. And my stern light, this is by Max Out LEDs. I love this light, just on a ram mount. And it's fully adjustable anywhere I want to put it. And if I hit sticks and stuff, this thing just folds back out of the way. It's just an amazing, just an incredible, you know, unit here. So if I hit something, it just folds down like this out of the way. So just really simple, really easy, very functional. With my lights, bilge pump is this one. You'll hear it. Okay, bilge pump. This is my LED right here for that stern light. This one will be for my front lights, which is this wire, which is going nowhere right now. So we will have that all set up once I get back down here and I have that light mounted. But in the meantime, we are set. This is on here. I just tuck it in out of the way and it's protected like that. So we're good, and that's buried in there and not going to snag on nothing. And what else we got? We put in 4 cleats, one here, one straight across, 2 there for tying off the docks, things of that nature. And we put some taunt line hitch lashing across here to hold anything I need down. Okay, anything I want to put in there, shirts or anything, I can actually lash it down with those taunt line hitches. I showed you that in another video as well too. A couple bungee cords here, just so if I need to use them at other places I can, but they just kind of fit here. So I got one here and one there. Even if I want to just take my t-shirt and just shove it under there or something like that, or anything like that, they just come in handy. Hold my hat down, whatever I want. Hold my water, or my if I got a Coke or a water bottle with me, I can just stick it under here, and it's quick and easy. They're real handy to have. And my cooler, I did not want to permanently mount a cooler because I change coolers all the time. I don't know which one I'll use when or how, and if I want to buy a new one or whatever the case is. So I just ran these lash straps through the channels in the floor, those little valleys in there, and just lashed it down. And I put a piece of that carpet or that foam pad under there so that it doesn't move. This thing is rock solid and will not move. And it just stays right there for me. I need to have a cooler, not only for cold drinks, things like that, because when I hunt, I'm out there for the entire day. I'm going to be gone before daylight, and I'm not coming back till after dark, and I can do that here in the summer, too. I can hunt 365 days a year, and if I'm doing that here, then there's a very good possibility that I could be gone for 14 hours. I want to make sure I got a good cold for food, drinks, and also to be able to put meat in afterwards. I do not take animals out whole. So trying to take a pig or deer out, I will not put them in this thing whole. I will bone them out, and that meat will go right in that cooler where it'll stay cold, especially with the warmer temperatures. So just that pad mounted under there. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it full length or if I'm going to cut that into 2 strips that just basically lay right here over the rungs. I have not decided which way I want to go with that. So for right now, it's just sitting there. We're leaving to head back to Michigan tomorrow, and then when I come back in a week, like I said, I'll figure out what I want to do with that. Most likely I'll end up cutting it and just leaving it as strips right down these, or I might even glue a couple of pads on there just and leave them there, because that's where that cooler will always ride. The reason that cooler is sitting there is then that way my wife or whoever is sitting here has leg room and we can move around through here, and she's not, if I put that all the way against here, then she's stuck sitting on this side with me, and I'm usually on this side over here too, so that's not functional. I want them to be able to have room to move, or if there's 2 people, one on each side here. So having that cooler there keeps it out of their way and gives them a little bit of leg room to be able to get in there. More lashing straps right here, again with a taunt line, so I can put anything, my tree stands, anything I want on here. I have 4 of them here. This one kind of pointless here as far as where it is like this in this position, but on the same note, if I figured if we needed it to, I just figured it would be there, and then if I need to, I could also run lashing a different way if I wanted to, so I just put them in there anyway. These ones here, these 2 be the main ones that get used for stuff. This one's a little close to the edge here, a little close to the edge here, but like I said, they give me I was putting the points in anyway, so I figured I might as well run them across. I may change that up and take this whole string and run it from that corner to this corner, then run this one from that corner to this corner as an X across here, just to give me more versatility, because like I said, these are not very functional being this close to the edge for a lot of things. So not sure here exactly, but I knew I wanted the 4 points on each side. These I just put them in with these little grommets right there, which I will link below for you. Got them on Amazon. You get 30 of them for a couple bucks, like $6 or something. They're very cheap, very strong, durable. They work good. And we have those in here with taunt line set up. We put in the bow hanger. I have my hitch lock on here. We'll show you bow hanger in a minute, but I also do this to cable lock it. Like I said, I'm going to be gone for almost 2 weeks. That cable goes through the wheel, through there, and around the frame. They cannot drive this. This thing will move like a foot, and that's as far as it's going. Simple little process, and it works way better than these, where they just come in and just snip this real quick and they're done, and they can take off with it. That's your added piece of security, is a cable through the wheel. So we have that done on there. And on this side, we have my bow holder, okay, for my longbow. That's what this is right here. These are, again, held on with that tape. I'll show you that tape. But they're taped on. They got rubber bicycle tube on here and then some plastic tubing on here just to keep them from marring anything. And my bow just sits right in there and just rests right on those and runs right through here. The foam on here, the soft side of Velcro, is, again, to just keep it so my bow is not rubbing on metal. It's a wood bow and it hangs right there. So simple, functional. Here is just a lashing hook that is on my cooler that I can then just hook right to my quiver or on my bowstring and just kind of lock it in so that if I'm in rough water or anything too, it's just that I don't have to worry about it bouncing around. Just a little tether on it, you could say. Couple extra bungees here, one right here, one right there. Again, they're just resting there in case I want to use them somewhere else, but it gave me a place to put them. Underneath the deck, we have a dry bag under there that I can put extra clothing in. We have the 2 life preservers right here. I do got to get a throw cushion too. I got one in my cart on Amazon. And we got a tool bag over here. That tool bag has got all of my extra things that I need. Tools, stuff like that. I will buy a spare prop for this. I have not ordered one yet, but I'm going to. I want to have a spare prop in case I break or damage this one. So a prop and a prop nut and a socket that will take that apart is mandatory tools that I will have on this boat. I have spare plugs in there, all kinds of things. And then this bin here is my rope bin, my line bin. So we have my, I have 2 10-foot for my anchor points tie-offs here that are already knotted on one end so I can fish them through and wrap it and then tie off the docks. So I have 2 dock lines right there. I have a 30-foot line right here with a carabiner on it so that if I have to tie off, and then there's one more of those dock lines down there too as a third. And then I have this as a 30-foot tie off for the very front of the boat. So when I go and I'm going to go hunt, I can take this and tie it off to a tree. And we'll just connect that carabiner right to the front hook right here on the boat to the carabiner, and then I will go ahead and do a bow line right around a tree and lock it down. I also have a cable that I will take in certain places where I might be a little concerned with theft or anything like that. I have a cable set right here, 30-foot cable that I may throw in there because I already had this. Even if you had to buy it, they're only like 25 or 30 bucks when I bought it anyway. I'd have to look now, but they're not super expensive. And I already got a bunch of key-to-like locks that I've been carrying this around with me from house to house for the last 3 moves during this whole entire process. So, and they're all key-to-like. So I might put 2 of these locks on here and then take these. I might put 2 of these locks on here, take 2 of those locks and replace the ones that are locking my boat motor. So my whole boat is all of these on one key, and I could set that up and have that as a lock if I needed to lock the boat into place, sort of thing like that. And then I locked them. See, I got 2 other ones, same exact kind of lock, but just from a different key, but they're locking my levers. That's for 2 reasons. One, so somebody doesn't steal my boat motor, because it is a clamp-on. The 25s are clamp models. And the other thing is so that they don't vibrate loose or get loose. So it locks them into position. They are locked together and cannot move. And I believe that pretty much wraps up the boat. The trailer, boat, and motor were one whole package deal, which is nice. I got 13-inch wheels with aluminum, or with Easy Lube hubs. This coating, this rubberized coating on this trailer is the best I've ever seen out of Rhino Line, any of that kind of stuff. They call it Kodiak coat. This stuff is incredible, and the whole trailer is coated with that. Good solid steps around the wheels, which is nice. LED marker lights on there. The side rails are actually built or welded right in and set for this size boat, which is amazing. Very, very happy with the whole package. I'm excited to get it out on the water and see what this thing's all about, and take it and let it do some hunting and some fishing. And I'm really excited. So hopefully you gain a little bit from that though too. I did show you other videos that I've made that may be before or after this. So if you haven't seen them, they're coming, on how to make this switch bracket, all that kind of stuff. Reviews of that tape. Here's that tape again. But again, there's a video on it. But this is that tape I was telling you about right there. Best stuff in the world. Absolutely amazing. That little roll that's on there is the same stuff. It's just stuck to the package. But that is incredible. That 30-pound tape. I first started using it when I did my own keel guard for the kayak. I made this out of PVC right here. and I mounted that, and that is not coming off there. It's been on it. Look, it's been drug around. It's been through. I mean, it's been on there for 2 years, and it has not moved. And it's held on with that tape. That tape is incredible. So that's how I put all that kind of stuff on there together to make that boat set up like it is. You know, to keep that stuff on there, and so I don't got to worry about it. And if it does come off in 2 years, it's just put it right back on. So it's just so easy. Same with that switch panel. There's a piece of tape right behind here on that piece, you know, and I just stuck it right on there. It's held. That ain't going nowhere. Same with the bilge pump. Bilge pump is held into place with that double-sided tape. The gas tank held in place with that double-sided tape. All that stuff is held on with that tape. So very impressive stuff. Highly recommend it. And there you go. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Talk to you later. Bye.